read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
LaTanya Ellison says she met her ex while he was incarcerated, paid for his bills and schooling after his release, and then got dumped. Derek Johnson says he didn't like Miss Ellison's large size and wasn't satisfied with her.
I see I've got LaTanya Ellison here as my plaintiff and Derek Johnson as my defendant. Miss Ellison, I see you are suing the defendant for $10,000. You say there is an unpaid loan at issue. Tell me why you're in my courtroom, ma'am.
Derek and I started texting, we started communicating, and a connection really grew.
How did you meet this man, ma'am?
Social media.
Social media?
Yes.
Okay.
I was really attracted to like how articulate he was and emotional, available, and engaging I felt.
Okay.
And the connection grew to the point where I said, okay, I want to meet in person. Come to find out that he's incarcerated.
Incarcerated?
Correct.
But as in behind bars?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
I had my reservations. However, because we already built a connection, I didn't take it to heart. I have family members who have been incarcerated. I know at the core they're good people. I know things happen. So I overlooked it.
Had you dated anyone incarcerated before, ma'am?
No.
Okay, so this was your first time?
Correct.
Okay, how long did you proceed to have a relationship with this young man?
He was about to be let out, and then he was in a halfway house. His halfway house, he was there for roughly 3 to 4 months. I was driving to and fro, which is about an hour and a half one way. And then after that, he moved into my house because we had built this connection, so why not, right?
So you let this man move in with you?
I did,
What was his employment status at the time, ma'am?
He was unemployed, which I knew, so I was fully aware of that. I was fully aware of him coming out and needing to get on his feet, and I was okay with
taking care of him.
Correct.
Did you say taking care of him? Okay, taking
More or
care
less,
of him.
yes.
Okay, all right, all right. All right, let me get you in here, Mr. Johnson. Now, everything she shared with the court, is that consistent with your experience? You guys met on social media, started dating. You let her know at some point you were incarcerated.
Yeah.
Okay, and how long were you incarcerated for, sir?
I was incarcerated for 20 years now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Goodness. Okay, so it just so happens then that this woman meets you towards the end of your bid, as we say, okay?
Yeah.
And you knew you were being released.
Yeah.
Upon being released, you moved in with halfway house first, but then eventually moved in with the plaintiff.
Yeah.
Okay, and how was the relationship for you, sir?
I mean, the relationship, it was mutual. I mean, it was going good at first. Falling in love, we was making it happen.
So you were in love, were you in love with her, sir?
Yeah, I was in love with her.
Okay.
And
until you weren't?
Until I weren't. Until I realized, like, social media, we was talking, and, you know, she was attractive to me, intelligent, everything, and then I looked at the photos, and she was taking photos like this and everything. I was like, okay, I like the face and everything, but I didn't know she was this big.
Oh my God, no.
Your
no,
Honor.
Sir. No, sir. Wait a minute. I did not see that coming. Did y'all? Because I definitely didn't see that coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Let me help you out, Mr. Johnson. I want you to be quiet. I need you. You've said enough. Let me get back to you, Miss Ellison. Did this become an issue?
Yes. He mentioned in the halfway house about who he used to date previously, fit, ate healthy, which was great. And we talked about, I know that health is important, and I knew that I don't have the best habits. So we did talk about the things that we were looking for moving forward in the relationship.
I'm sorry, I had to fix my face because I'm just, I'm a little verklempt, as they say, because you look like a healthy woman to me, ma'am.
You know, I tried my best. I started to do the walks. I started to eat.
What'd you say?
That's not a lie.
Okay,
that is not a lie.
All right. Okay, so just so we're all on the same page, he moves in with you.
Correct.
Y'all still in a relationship. At some point, he expresses discontent with your body type. And so you're aware of this.
Yep.
And is this what leads to the breakup, ma'am?
I think internally, but the thing is that it was mentioned, but it wasn't mentioned in the sense that, okay, this is an ultimatum or a deal breaker. It was, I care about you, I care about your health, I want you to eat healthier. And I'm in the medical field, so sometimes I work from home, but a lot of times I'm working longer hours, working with students.
Ma'am, let me stop you. You really don't need to sit up here and justify to this court the way in which you proceed to care for yourself, okay? I actually find it quite dehumanizing and demoralizing that you even feel the need to do so. Let me tell you the truth, sister.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
It looks like you're saying all types of words of appreciation and flattery here, Mr. Johnson. What changed?
Yeah, but it didn't change then, and now it changed because she's trying to sue me for $10,000 I don't even got.
And later.
Was he running to your side, supporting your healing?
He wasn't even waiting for me at the bottom of the slope. In fact, ski patrol brought me down. I had to call him from the ER.
What?
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between LaTanya Ellison and Derek Johnson over an unpaid loan.
I want to now get to the fact that there's a loan at issue, you say, $10,000. Where is this number coming from, ma'am?
I paid for him to go to school. When he got out, he didn't have a job. The only job that he learned how to do inside was trading stocks. Okay, cool,
You
great.
said trading stocks or socks? No, I didn't hear you, ma'am.
Stocks.
Stocks with a T.
Yes, so he...
As in stocks and bonds.
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. So, Your Honor, he had learned that, he was doing it, however, it was up and down. So you had money, then
quite
you didn't.
literally, up and down.
Yes, quite literally.
Yeah, like that's
so
how
he
they tend
had
to go.
money, and then he didn't have money, and so... Again, my values are stability, education, and caring for the people.
So you wanted to put this man in a position to be able to earn a consistent living if you were going to do life with him.
Correct.
Is that correct, sir?
Partially living. That's not all.
What part's not correct, Mr. Johnson?
We talked about, marriage and everything. We talked about, but I wasn't ready for that. The health thing, I wanted her to get her health done.
You weren't ready for marriage,
I wasn't ready
but you were ready to move in with her rent-free.
Yeah, because we had a relationship.
Oh, that's so interesting. Ain't that interesting, y'all? That's so interesting. Okay, that's real interesting. Let me ask you this, sir. She said, what kind of schooling did you put him in, ma'am?
To be a phlebotomist.
Okay, so this woman's willing to pay. How much was the class, ma'am?
$6,000.
So she spent $6,000 for you to get certified as a phlebotomist. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, you have receipt for this, ma'am?
I do. I have the
Please
text
give your
messages.
whole folder, give
Yes.
your whole evidence folder to my bailiff. Thank you, sir. Let's see that everybody can see exactly what we're talking about here. So I am looking at 2 different payments of $3,000 each, totaling the $6,000 she's alleging. Why are you shaking your head, sir?
Because we didn't agree to that. That's what she did, of course, but we didn't agree that's
Did you
what she
receive
was-
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Okay, I appreciate the honesty. So let's talk about what you did agree to. So that way the whole courtroom can be on the same page. Hey, baby, how's phlebotomy school going? Great. I think this is really going to change things for me. That makes me so happy to hear. I'm so proud of you. I couldn't have done it without you, babe. It wouldn't have been possible without you helping me with the money. Of course, I just want to help. I want what's best for you. You say, sir, once I finish school and get my money in a good place, I got you, babe. Don't you ever doubt that. You're appreciative of this woman for helping put you in a position to do so.
No, not really.
No, he's not appreciative.
Well, that's so interesting because it looks like you're saying all types of words of appreciation and flattery here, Mr. Johnson. What changed?
Yeah, but it didn't change then, and now it changed because she's trying to sue me for $10,000 I don't even got.
Okay. Let me come back to you, Miss Ellison. $10,000 is different than the $6,000 you've told the court about. Where's the other $4,000, ma'am?
Emotional distress. I mean, Your Honor, we have been dating for over a year. I mean, we lived together for a year, but again, I was going to and fro to the halfway house. We lived together for a year. I'm paying for clothes, utilities. All of these things are coming out of my pocket.
So he made zero financial contribution to the entire relationship, ma'am?
If you call,
I'm glad you're laughing about it.
Buying water once or twice for the household, okay, cool, great.
You
maybe
said water?
burning water on the stove. Yes, and then burning it on the stove.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a lie.
All right. Mr. Johnson, this woman is making quite a case against you. Do you have anything to say in defense as to why you ultimately end. Because I'm gonna tell you, I think from everybody's perspective in this courtroom, it sounds like you had quite a good situation going. She's providing everything, educating you, giving you every tool you need to reestablish yourself as a productive citizen in society, and to your credit, it seems you have done so. In what world do you walk away from this situation?
I just wasn't satisfied.
Okay.
After all, I wasn't satisfied.
So why didn't you say that?
Okay, I got
we was
it
in
from here,
love
Miss Ellison. I got it
at
from
the
here.
time.
I got it.
What?
I got it from here, Miss Ellison. Mr. Johnson, when did you break up with the woman?
Well, broke up with her like a month ago.
Okay, so at that point, you had your job.
Yeah.
You were earning your income. You're back on your feet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting timing. Do you have any evidence for the court, sir?
No.
No, okay. So you broke up with this woman. You say the only real thing you could tell this court as to the rationale is you didn't like her size. You know, but I gotta get back to you, Miss Ellison, because I can't put all of this on Mr. Johnson. You are a highly educated woman. So I have to ask you, not even from the perspective of a judge, but woman to woman, talk to me about what values you saw in this man.
When we started talking, I felt like he was very emotionally engaging, and that was
Did you also feel he was vulnerable, ma'am?
I did. I felt like
did.
he was. I felt like we were both vulnerable.
Well, I mean it more so in a way that would have allowed you more control of the relationship, and maybe that felt real good to you.
Maybe, Your
Let's tell
Honor.
the truth, ma'am.
Right.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Okay. I think I've heard enough here. You played yourself, ma'am. I'm sorry. There's no other way for me to say it. So the court rules in favor of the plaintiff, but only for the $6,000 for the education piece, and I have to dismiss the $4,000, ma'am, because you were not being wise in your own judgment around that continued investment in a man who so clearly was using you for everything he could get to put himself and only himself in best position. The court rules in favor of the plaintiff, but only for $6,000. That is my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $6,000.
Any final thoughts for each other?
I'm done with her.
I just wish you were honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been honest from the jump.
Okay.
Okay, judges made her rulings. Please grab your belongings. Follow me.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Are we gonna get off?
Outside of your comfort zone.
Very outside of my comfort zone.
But
at
do
this
you
point.
express this to him, ma'am?
So at this point, I start to get a little heated at him. I'm kind of like, so what are we doing here? Like, how am I gonna get down?
This is Equal Justice. Brianna Walters claims her ex knew she was a novice skier, but left her at the top of a huge slope, and she broke her arm trying to descend. Connor Evans says he told Miss Walters to watch him ski down and follow his moves.
I see I have Brianna Walters here as my plaintiff and Connor Evans as my defendant. Ms. Walters, I see you're suing Mr. Evans for $2,900 for some personal injury you sustained. What brings you to court, ma'am?
That is correct. I'm suing him for personal injury I sustained on a ski trip. I believe it was his fault, the entire injury, and I think that he should cover my bills.
Okay, and who is this man to you, ma'am?
He is my ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend. Okay,
Yes.
and was he your ex-boyfriend at the time of the alleged injury?
He was my boyfriend at the time of the injury.
Okay, so y'all were a couple.
Yes.
How long did y'all date?
Up until this point, we've been dating for about a year.
Okay, so y'all were on a vacation, or paint the scene, ma'am.
So we're both from here, but we were visiting his family out in Vermont. It was our first big trip with the family. I'd met them a bit in passing before, but I was really looking forward to it.
Okay. And how did you end up being injured, ma'am?
I skied a little bit growing up. I'm kind of from the South, so some smaller slopes. I hadn't skied for about 5 years at this point. So I'm like, hey, Connor, can we just take it to the bunny slopes? I just want to get my confidence back.
Yeah.
So I'm just starting to enjoy the bunny slopes. Honestly, I'm having fun, but I can tell he's getting bored. So he's like, hey, why don't we do something a little more challenging?
Okay.
We get on the ski lift, and I'm preparing to get off at stop 2. We just keep going up. But I'm, putting some trust in him. I'm like, okay, this is my man. He'll, guide me the way I need.
Protector.
Protector, right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, are we gonna get off?
Outside of your comfort zone.
Very outside of my comfort zone.
But
at
do
this
you
point.
express this to him, ma'am?
So at this point, I start to get a little heated at him. I'm kind of like, so what are we doing here? How am I gonna get down?
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I say that we agreed that I would go forward and that she would follow my moves. It's not safe to ski side by side.
But you did leave her up there.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Brianna Walters, who brought Connor Evans to court for her ski injury.
Okay, so you're all at the very top of this, sounds like very high, dangerous lift, and now it's a full-blown argument.
Yeah, we can get out of this. You can just guide me down slowly. I'm about to inch my way down this mountain. We're at the top of the mountain. He's like, no, I think you could just like watch me go down and follow my moves. And I'm like, that's not gonna work for me. And then next thing I know, where is he? He's gone.
So he's gone.
He's down. He's speeding down.
So let me come to you, sir, Mr. Evans. All right, so this was your girlfriend of a year.
Yes, Your Honor.
Lovely young lady, yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can look at her. Okay.
Sorry, it's just been a little tense, but yeah.
All right, all right. She's expressed to the court that she's not the best skier, and you knew that.
I had offered her ski lessons, and she said that, no, I'm totally fine.
Okay.
So in my mind, that she's probably at least a decent enough skier to get through most all of these slopes.
She's telling this court that once you got up at the tippy top of this slope that you abandoned her. That's what she's saying. And what do you say?
I say that we agreed that I would go forward and that she would follow my moves. It's not safe to ski side by side.
But you did leave her up there.
I suppose,
Okay.
yes. I was expecting her to be behind me, and when she wasn't, I got concerned, but yes.
So you thought a young lady that just a minute ago needed ski lessons, which is why you offered them, she declined them, I'm assuming, or did you decline them, ma'am? Or what was that conversation about?
I did, as I had skied in the past, and I thought if I stuck to the
Do
bunny
you have
slopes,
any
it'd be
evidence
fine.
of this conversation? I heard somebody had some text messages.
I do.
You do? Okay. Elijah, please get his whole folder. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
And let's read this correspondence. So this was in advance of the trip.
Yes.
You texted her. My parents are getting the lift tickets now. They're asked about ski lessons to the overall purchase. Did you want to do a lesson? I know you haven't skied in a while. Ma'am, you said awesome, and no, it's okay. Now, I'm just curious, ma'am. In retrospect, do you wish you had taken him up on the lesson offer?
Maybe, but I was fine on the bunny hills. Like, I didn't need to be all the way up there.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
He left. So now you're at the top of this mountain by yourself, and what happens?
I tried my best to inch my way down. Inevitably, the speed picks up. I wipe out. Totally, I'm in shock. I'm freezing. I'm cold. I try to get up, and there's a massive pain in my arm. I'm talking like 9 out of 10. The
Did
most
you
pain
break
I've
your
ever
arm?
experienced. Yes, I broke my arm.
And what happened to the relationship when after you were injured? Was he running to your side, supporting your healing?
He wasn't even waiting for me at the bottom of the slope, in fact. Ski patrol brought me down. I had to call him from the ER.
What?
Eventually, he came and met me, like what felt like...
Where did you go, sir?
I was with my family in the lodge. We were waiting for her.
I am going to say that I do not think you were the very best boyfriend, young man. I think that reasonable minds would have you be a bit more attentive. However, ma'am, nobody was stopping you from using your big girl voice. And because of your failure to exercise your own boundary, I think that's why you got really hurt, ma'am. So, you know, you get an F in the boyfriend category, but the court has not seen evidence to hold you liable for this woman's injuries. Therefore, the plaintiff's case is dismissed in full. That is my ruling.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Any final thoughts for him?
I think it's totally unfair. I think he totally misled me, and I think he's in the wrong.
Any final thoughts, sir?
I'm sorry, but I'm not $2,900 sorry, so.
All right, judge has made a ruling. Please grab your belongings, follow me.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.